In this bulletin, Sydney high school students and teachers go to repair a mission school during their school holidays. The world leader of a Christian church calls again for women and youth to be made leaders in their local church. And a well-known icon of missionary endeavour in Papua New Guinea finds a new home. This is InFocus Adventist News. Hello, I'm David Gibbons. 17 Sydney school students and teachers have gone to Vanuatu for 10 days during their school holidays. The Mountain View Adventist College team will repair roofs and buildings at an Adventist school situated on the island of Auri, a 45-minute boat ride from the main island of Santo.
They have many buildings that need maintaining, also fixing up some roads and equipment over there.
The trip is part of the Mountain View School Stormco project, which means service to others really matters.
Yeah, I'm actually helping someone over there.
And I feel really good when I actually help someone else instead of just doing everything for me.
The president of the worldwide Seventh-day Adventist Church has called for more involvement of women and young people in church leadership. Dr. Jan Paulsen met with pastors as part of a televised broadcast from the church's media centre in Brazil. He said that a church does not do well when it relies entirely on the pastor. And local churches will grow when spiritually gifted women and youth are included in leadership. 250,000 people join the Adventist Church in South America each year. 2 new leaders have been appointed to head up Adventist entities based in Australia. Jonathan Duffy is the new CEO of the Adventist Development and Relief Agency, or ADRA Australia. Duffy has worked for 24 years as a health professional for the church and has developed youth resilience training and other resources for communities in Australia and New Zealand. Neil Schofield is the new CEO of the Adventist Media Network, which includes the Science Publishing Company, the Adventist Discovery Centre and the Communication and Television Production Departments. Schofield has worked as a marketing executive with the church-owned Sanitarium Health Food Company, as a corporate advertising executive and as a director of a new church plant in Sydney.
And now is the time to move away from simply talking about ourselves to ourselves and start talking about God to the world.
A new Adventist Early Learning Centre at Castle Hill, New South Wales has received the highest possible accreditation rating, even though the staff were not expecting it. Accreditation assessors were so impressed with how the staff engaged with the 3 and 4-year-olds and the quality of the policies and procedures that they awarded the centre a high quality rating. It is not regular practice for the new early learning centres to receive that level of accreditation at their first review.
It's very rewarding knowing that what we do here has been recognised and we are doing a good job.
The centre was assessed in 7 areas including health, nutrition and hygiene. Accreditation is developed and monitored by the federal government and early childhood educators and is linked directly to childcare benefits. The next accreditation review will be in 2010. The first missionary plane operated by Adventists anywhere in the world was flown in Papua New Guinea back in the early 1960s. For the past 20 years it has been on display, but now it is moving. Ursula Borges reports on location in Cooranbong, New South Wales.
The Andrew Stewart started flying in Papua New Guinea in 1964, piloted by medical missionary Len Barnard.
We used to say 1 minute flying was equal to 1 hour's walking, and some of the areas you just couldn't walk into. It's so impossible. But the planes could fly in there in half an hour.
It flew more than 5,000 hours, equivalent to 30 trips around the world. After returning to Australia, the Cessna 180 was sold and repurchased again many times during the 1970s and 1980s until it was put on public display. It is now in desperate need of attention and will be taken to nearby Avondale College, where it will be restored by former pilots. The plane is named after Pastor Andrew Stewart for his work in taking the gospel to the South Pacific in the early 1900s. This is Ursula Borges reporting for InFocus News.
And finally, in this week's Colour Record, South Queensland Conference leaders visit Vanuatu, where they are partnering with the local mission. And the Carmel College principal reports that a German exchange student has returned home after 12 months with a new Christian experience and a Bible. That's the news for this week. Don't forget that the full edition of InFocus can be seen on Hope TV every Friday night and again on Saturday and Sunday. Thanks for watching. I'm David Gibbons.